You got a tattoo? Then you gotta have a story behind it. Here comes Lacee's story, and you're gonna love it.
Baseball guy here coming from Iconic Tattoo in Glendale, Arizona, and I've got the lovely Lacee today.
How you guys doing?
Lacee, I'm so glad to have you here and glad you take some time out. You got a few amazing pieces of art on you, and I got to start here with your chest, the tattoo on her chest, guys. So tell me about this tattoo. This was the first tattoo you got?
Very much so. I actually designed it myself, and there's a funny story behind that tattoo. So originally I was going to pay for it myself. One of the guys that I grew up with that was one of my brother's best friends actually ended up paying for it. There was a big bet for it. If I cried, I paid for it. If I didn't, he covered the whole tattoo. That tattoo was almost $200, and I sat there and laughed the whole entire time. So I've got a crazy high pain tolerance. The big story behind this tattoo, though, is growing up, music is what saved my life. I had a very rough childhood. I was put through a lot of things that no child should ever be put through. And following my dad's footsteps, I stuck in choir and band, and I started writing to help get me through these hard times. And in doing so, I really started following music. Music literally is my life. I started playing piano when I was 6 years old, and from there I learned guitar and then drums and realized that piano is definitely my thing, and so was singing. So all in all, I have been in 3 bands and wish it would have stuck, but you know, other people just didn't have the same career lifestyle and mindset. So eventually I do plan on following through with it once my son's 18 and hopefully in college by then, and re-pursue it.
What kind of genre of music do you like best?
That's a tough one. I really like a variety. Growing up being in choir and everything, we learned jazz, from jazz to country to rock, and then rock out heavy metal.
I'm a metalhead, so I love that. All right, sing a little something for us, please.
Oh boy. Song preference?
I don't care, your choice.
Well, shoot.
Something that has meaning to you.
You caught me in a blind spot.
All right, well, we'll come back to that. We'll cut a little bit of a second. So tell me about Iron Man.
Okay, Iron Man. Growing up, my dad was the only one around, and one of our favorite pastimes when we did have some free time was watching Marvel movies. As I said earlier, my whole entire thigh where Iron Man is going to be a whole entire Marvel piece. So eventually I'm going to have Hulk on the left side of Iron Man right here. On the right side is going to be Thor, and on the back is going to be Captain America. Woohoo!
Awesome, and then poor Hawkman gets left out.
Yeah, sorry, Hawk.
He always gets left out, huh?
He's not the big guy.
Well, I think I'd have Black Widow tattooed on me personally, but yeah.
She's pretty awesome.
Yeah, she is. All right, and then you've got an amazing, is that a cheetah?
It's actually a Jaguar. Chris Lamb at Tattoo 151, who did also do Iron Man on the right thigh there. It was actually for a tattoo contest. Him and one of the other guys in the shop had a contest for the tattoos that was going to be entered into a magazine. Don't ask me which one it was because it's been a while and I don't remember. But Chris ended up getting first place because he's amazing. So if anybody wants tattoos, definitely check him out. Or the wonderful Hollis here at Iconic. The story behind that, though, is they were doing Jaguars. Growing up, my dad actually had a Black Panther on his right shoulder. And I told Chris, I was like, hey, I'm totally down. You know, me and my dad were super close. So he had a cat, I want a cat.
Very nice, very nice. And then down below there, you've got something, and that was probably your favorite artist, isn't it?
It definitely is. It's some work of my own. It was my second tattoo, so it definitely took a lot of time, seeing as how, you know, having to do it myself, trying to be as flexible but careful as possible. I was amazed as how well it turned out. That was the second tattoo I've ever done. So
she designed it and tattooed it on herself. Did you flinch at all?
Not at all. Honestly, I was amazed that it didn't hurt as much as I was expecting it to.
So it cost the same price as your other tattoo on your chest, huh?
Indeed it did. It was free.
All right, now tell me about the 69 crab.
Okay, so the 69 crab is actually my horoscope sign.
So she's saying she's a Cancer.
Indeed. Some people take it the wrong way, but it's definitely a horoscope sign. So
Well, I saw the 69 the 69 crab, and I thought that's like how you get crabs or something.
not quite, not quite. Glad somebody else has some humor on it though. It's supposed to be a full family tree eventually, which I'm hopefully getting done here in the next couple weeks, so I don't have a half-done tattoo, putting that in nice terms.
And the scorpion then is part of that family as well, right?
Yes, sir. That is actually for my dad. He was a scorpion.
Awesome. That's just some amazing ink, amazing stories. And now you've been doing some cool stuff besides just tattooing, besides singing in bands. You're also a twisted angel. So tell me a little bit about your modeling.
Well, I've been modeling for about 7 years now. It actually started with Hot Topic back in California. It kicked off from there. One of my best friends that I grew up with ended up starting as a photographer. If anybody's ever interested, his name is Irish. He goes by Brian for his original name. He's the one that really got me going into it, and if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be as far as I am today.
Sweet. And then what has happened in your life since you become like a twisted angel?
Since I've become a twisted angel, I've definitely gotten a lot deeper into my modeling. Last year for Inked Magazine, I made it to the third to last round. So I got pretty far, and I ran for the year before that and got about the same. So I've definitely pushed myself to try and win the competitions. Mike and Bree have been super helpful with my modeling. I actually just moved back from Oklahoma, where I finally found a photographer out there shortly before I moved and got published into a couple magazines. So if it wasn't for Mike and Bree, I wouldn't be as far as I am today.
Now, you said you're originally from Arizona, though, correct?
Correct. I actually grew up in East Mesa.
Okay, and then how long did you live in Oklahoma?
About 3 years. Moved out there to be with family, and people out there just aren't that friendly. I missed home.
Awesome. Well, I'm sure the people here in Arizona are glad to have you back, especially with your tattoos here. Amazing stuff. And you said you sing a little bit. Why don't you sing a little something for us to close us out?
All right. Well, the song I have in mind, it's more countrified than heavy metal, but it's the only thing that comes to mind right now. Forgive me because my voice is a little raspy. I just got done fighting bronchitis a couple weeks ago, so no, I don't have the Rona. I swear to God. Trust me, I made sure. It's definitely bronchitis thanks to Oklahoma.
Oklahoma, capital of bronchitis, right?
Most definitely. She put him out like a gunshot falling down into his chest. And here we are, finding out that life won't let us rest. I'm tired of fighting through the life that I've been living. And here I am today. I'm here with my baby boy, who gave me a reason to fight today. His name is Creedon. He's the reason I fight every day. So let's all just fight today.
Wow, that's just amazing. And her son is here. He's such a cute little boy. Good to see you, buddy. And thank you so much for just amazing stuff. Check out the Twisted Angels on their YouTube channel. Thank you for checking us out on our YouTube channel. Please like this video, comment, talk about what an amazing voice Lacee has. Subscribe, 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 and we are out.
Thanks for watching this week's show. Here's some other things we think you might like. We look forward to seeing you next time. Bye-bye.